All right, so today I'm gonna start finishing the frame. First thing I'm gonna do is hit this all with some wax and grease remover. I see I actually got a little bit of flash rust over there I gotta deal with first. But everything's in the shop, paint booth. It's warm in here, close to 70, so we should be good. I'm gonna leave a couple of electric heaters on, and then once I run the ventilators, when I'm done painting, I'll shut those off, flip back, and turn on the propane heater, just so that it's plenty warm in here for the flash drying and whatnot. It's cold out. It's like 20 degrees outside, so it's getting warmer, but it's going to be a slow process today. I sealed up the door best I could. Just took some pipe insulation and jammed it in the gap. That seems to be working pretty good. So this is what we're into. These are all the pieces that we're going to hit with primer first, then the chassis black. So got some prep to do on all of this. Let me show you what I'm using today. So I'm using the first step is going to be the Eastwood 2-part epoxy, low VOC formula. This is a gray epoxy, and I'm using that because I'm using chassis black. So I've got everything set up here to mix, filter, get the sprayer set up. I'm using my 1.7 HVLP gun today. That's the best size for this particular application, as I'm told. So I will, I'll bring you back once I get everything set up and ready to go, but I'm gonna mix up 4 guns. I use these little universal paint systems. They're from Harbor Freight. They seem to work really good for me, and they're very affordable, so certainly beats doing a lot of cleaning. So I'm gonna mix up 4 guns, get it all ready to go. They got little 20-ounce cups. We'll mix up 4 20-ounce batches, filter them into those cups, seal them up, so when I'm ready to go. These things have like a 2-hour pot life once you mix part A and part B. So we will hit that up. And like I said, I'll bring you back when I got a little bit more to show you, but right now I'm still doing prep, so that's where I'm at. Well, if nothing else, this reminded me why I hate painting roll cages so much. Okay, so epoxy coat is on. I'm giving it a couple hours to set up, maybe even 3. I got pretty thick in some spots, not great. But anyway, I rolled one of the carts out of here. I'm going to do something a little different with those parts. But the rest of this material is now going to be painted chassis black. So, yeah, at least it's all one color, right? There we go. Think positive. So, rear end looks pretty good. I've got a lot of hassles with that. I got some runs and some of this stuff. It's just, with all this small parts, it's really hard to not get too close. I mean, I ran the hell out of that piece. I'm going to have to, I don't know. We'll figure it out. There's a lot of paint on there. But anyway, we'll let it set up. We'll get to the bottom of it. I threw a piece of paper on the wall just so I can test my gun. But yeah, so my extraction's working really good. That's not a problem. We'll have to change the filters after each job, that's obvious. But it is what it is. So this is the chassis black. It's a ceramic, so you want to shake it well before you mix it up. So shake it, then stir it, get it all really good, so the ceramic tends to settle to the bottom apparently. So I got the little Harbor Freight shaker rigging. Seems to work pretty good. No problems. So I'll, before I apply that, I'll shake that for another 15-20 minutes. and let that get good and stirred up. I've cleaned the gun, got my cups ready. I've only got 2 quarts of this, so I'm a little nervous about coverage. But 2 quarts and another couple pints, or half pints. So I got 2.5 quarts. I just covered all those parts with 4 quarts of epoxy and activator mixed. So we'll see. But I'm not painting these parts yet. They're going to be something. I'm going to do something a little different with the control arms, sway bars, control arms, front and rear. So we'll give that a go tomorrow. But anyway, I'll bring you back when I'm ready to start shooting. Okay, so the ceramic chassis paint is on the frame. This is a 2K urethane paint I showed you earlier. Made a rookie mistake. I mixed too much of it. You only want to mix about what you can stay ahead of for an hour. And halfway through the second coat, well, I guess I got most of the way through the frame, the gun just plugged up. The paint kicked over. Stupid. So anyway, I took care of that. The other thing I did that was a little different is I went and painted the control arms in body color. So the A-arms, the sway bars, and 4-link bars. So, just thought that'd be a cool touch. These came out good. This is just a single stage. It's not going to be the exact color of the body, but it's very close. So those come out fine. Had my friend Bobby come down yesterday and help me weld up the exhaust. Big shout out to him. Came out really good. One thing I would do different is those mandrel bent pipes. When you cut them in the middle of an arc, it gets very thin. So I think if I do this, next time I do this, what I'll do is on the outside radius, especially on the outside, after I make the cut, I think I'd lay in a little piece of material on the inside to lap that. Just so that where it gets super thin, there's a little more material to weld to. I think that would have made all the difference in the world. So we had to chase a few holes, but I'll clean up those and make them look good. So the next step is I got to clean up the shop, roll this out of there, get this back into the shop, try to figure out what I've got, and make sure there's no holidays or primer spots left on the frame here. I don't think there is. I got all the way through it at least once. Good coverage. So then I will start I got a few pieces of the black that were in the loose parts that have some holidays on them. I gotta clear those up, and I've got some spray bombs of the same material, so I will just lightly touch up where needed. Other than that, this coating seems durable as hell. This is hard. So I'm hoping this was a good choice. This again, it's Eastwood 2K ceramic urethane chassis paint. It seems very, very hard. So anyway, we'll give it a go. Mostly going to be cleaning today, moving stuff around, getting stuff back in the shop. I'm not sure I'll start reassembling anything yet today. Another rookie mistake. Got myself a good case of welder's flash yesterday, which was awesome. So anyway, I will bring you back when I got you something else. So got the shop all cleaned out. Parts here. 65 degrees out today. It's unbelievable. Anyway, that's kind of a good shot in the sunlight. I kind of like that color. Again, did all the control arms in body color, or close. It'll be more candied than that, but got the frame in here. Suppose the next step is to get it up on the lift, get it off the rotisserie, put the rotisserie away. Might do that today. It's a really nice day out, so working with the door open again, which is amazing for like March 2nd or 3rd or whatever this is. Anyway, yeah, looking good. So next steps, start final assembly on the chassis, get the rear end put together. I took care of a couple of light spots with the 2K aerosol can. It seems to match fine. It covers good. Nobody cares. So I will move on from there. Like I said, start reassembling stuff as I can and go, get into the next step. So once this chassis is all reassembled, motor's back in it, exhaust is on, then I'm going to put the body on it. The nose, the front end pieces, the sheet metal will be here tomorrow. Did something a little different there. Sure, some of you purists will hate it, but we'll see. Like I said, sheet metal will be here tomorrow. And once I start slapping the body back on the frame, then I'll put the nose on and start gapping panels. So, or finish gapping panels. I already did most of the trunk. I think it needs a little bit more here and there, but other than that, I'm in pretty decent shape. So that's kind of it for this weekend, I guess. All my black parts, loose parts are up there. Everything is pretty much ready to start pumping back together, I guess.